Did you know that one of the most fearless U.S. presidents once survived an assassination attempt? Not because of luck, but because of his sheer determination to fight back? And believe it or not, a legendary American frontiersman was there to witness the whole thing. Stick around, because this is a presidential showdown like no other. Washington, D.C., January 30th, 1835. The air is thick with dampness, a cold drizzle settling over the city. Inside the U.S. Capitol, President Andrew Jackson, known to all as Old Hickory, is attending the funeral of a congressman. At 67 years old, Jackson is no stranger to danger. He has fought duels, commanded troops in battle, and carried bullets in his body from previous fights. But today, the threat will come from a single man lurking in the shadows. Outside the Capitol, Richard Lawrence waits. He is a house painter with grand delusions. He believes he is the rightful king of England and that Jackson is preventing him from claiming his fortune. In his twisted mind, the solution is clear. Jackson must die. As Jackson descends the Capitol steps, cane in hand, Lawrence makes his move. He steps forward, raises a pistol, and pulls the trigger. Nothing. Silence. The gun misfires. For a split second, the crowd freezes. But Lawrence doesn't hesitate. He pulls out a second pistol, levels it at Jackson, and fires again. Another misfire. 2 guns. 2 failures. A near impossible stroke of fate. Historians believe the humid weather may have dampened the gunpowder, but in that moment, Jackson doesn't care why it happened. He just knows he's still standing. And Old Hickory is furious. Jackson does what only Jackson would do. Instead of retreating, he attacks. The president, despite his age and ailments, lunges at Lawrence, swinging his heavy cane with all the force of a battle-hardened soldier. He strikes again and again, shouting in rage as the would-be assassin cowers under the blows. The crowd finally snaps into action. Bystanders rush in, grabbing Lawrence, forcing him to the ground. And among them, none other than Davy Crockett, the famous frontiersman and congressman. He helps subdue Lawrence and later remarks that Jackson was more than willing to beat the man to death right then and there. Lawrence is arrested, put on trial, and declared insane. He spends the rest of his life in a mental institution. As for Jackson, he walks away unscathed, his reputation as a fighter only growing stronger. And those 2 pistols? When tested later, they fired perfectly on the first try. 2 guns, 2 misfires, and a president who refused to back down. That's the real story of how Andrew Jackson survived an assassination attempt. And as for that legendary frontiersman, that's right. It was Davy Crockett himself who witnessed history unfold that day. A moment frozen in time, a twist of circumstance, and a president who, in the face of death, fought back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This outstanding video was crafted by VidWiz. Want your own standout videos like this for fun or profit? Click the link in the description to get started today.